host, and oh, sorry, something got caught there. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Where we last left off, we were just about ready to enter the Night Prowler, and oh shoot, title didn't change. Knew I forgot something. And fix that. Okay. Okay, we're officially back. Sorry about that. Okay, so where we last left off, we were about ready to meet two of Luis's major followers, the Magnus brothers. Basilio, the taller one, dark-haired one, and Fidelio, the shorter of the two. Seemed more like a younger pup if you were to kind of look at him in comparison. A little bit shorter than our main character, actually, as an 18-year-old boy. So, we're about ready to see what these two are wanting to interrogate us for, specifically, and what we might learn and what position we might be in with Luis now. And,
what now?
To remind everyone, yes, this is a guided playthrough. I am using a guide only for the sake of making sure that for efficiency, the days are being handled. Everything that I do in a tactical decision in the game, entirely my own. How I wish to level up the characters is entirely my own, outside of the rank system, because the rank doesn't really affect too much except class unlocks initially. And that doesn't really bother me too much when I'll unlock a class because, I mean, I've already played with this guide once before, when my stream quality was a lot worse. And, well, we're just going to see what happens. We're going to keep on going, and we're going to try and beat this game as quickly as we can. Again, with the better stream quality having fixed my internet since the initial run of this. So, we're going to go in, see what the brothers want.
Wow, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at my big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in and make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And
Oh, sorry for the noise, by the way.
is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First defense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Oh, the entire crowd's turned on us. Great.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd help anyone in need. I treat all tribes equally. I don't want to be a king.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
You know what? Given the circumstances, I don't like Forden in his church.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is.
Oh shit, that was a different
But
response.
You had a sanctuess publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Woo.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
Lovely.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait,
Hi,
me?
Gallica. You got
No
this.
one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
So,
Luis's Gauntlet Runner, the Caradrius, located in the Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Rare to see sober folks around these parts, but I appreciate it. Where are you off to then? Warship Harbor, please.
Hello there.
Want to go to Warship Harbor? There ain't no place to visit after a piss up. But alright, mind yourself and climb aboard. Oh, that's intense.
incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it. This runner is really huge.
Hey!
Oi! Over here! Keep your heads down the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. You won't be flying for a good while anyways. What with the soiree and all. Soiree? What's that? Hey, Bass. How about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now, follow me. I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis. Dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats. I'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not taste his patience, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room. You don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Let's head to the runner. We gotta follow him. Sword running! Woo-wee!
Check this out.
And the entrance to the runner. This is our dungeon for Brylehaven. The way this is set up, with more out in the front. Welcome to our next dungeon. Our infiltration mission. This will be interesting.
At last.
We gotta seize the first foothold of our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be on our grasp. What's this random dude? Man on a break. Liddell comes through here an awful lot. You know him, don't you? One of Luis's faction candidates. Sometimes he's got his beast of a dog with him too. Sad to see a man with a temper like his with a pet. I wouldn't know it. He's sweet on that dog. Somewhere at the bottom of his black heart, thinks the dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you ever did see.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what the interior must be like. Ah, shoot, I haven't done Hulkenberg in a bit. I feel like I've terribly misdone her voice. Oh god. It is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keep our guard up around them will be crucial. Yes, Izme. Yes, Father Ninja Bat.
Got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected that from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side with all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Oi!
I kind of feel like I messed up Stroll's voice there, too.
You're not serious.
All the soldiers we could talk... Yeah, you know what? Why the hell not?
What's
We got
your name?
time. You the new guy? Hang on a minute. You're an elder. Well, ain't that a rare sight? Just give you the level best, right? Be sure you're about casting those who aren't strong enough to keep up. So be sure you pull your weight, you hear?
Hello there.
Did you hear about what happened at the exhibition? Some elder kid showed up fording, they said. And apparently Lord Luis loved it. That kid's going places, I can tell you that. Yeah, I'm going places in the evil army. Oh god. I shouldn't be saying that enthusiastically. Damn, is it true? Did Glendale really show up to the expedition with the head of a human in hand? Yeah, but the head was so small that hardly anyone noticed. Made you wonder what the hell the point was. Yeah, Glendale didn't do a good job. Wonder if they're here because of the Magnus brothers.
That reminds me.
Oh, you that elder candidate I've been hearing about? Apparently Lady Juna likes you too. Taking a claim on some kid even though she's already with Lord Luis. Damn! Lady Juno's got stamina to spare! Look, I forgot that dialogue! Oh god. They're here because the Magnus brothers vouch for him.
Hey!
It's you! Saw the expedition. You put on quite a show. You really gave those sanctists what for. They're sanctists. And you're the one of us now, aren't you? Well, cheers to you, new friend. Cheers, mate.
Got it.
The reception room's on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is there some sort of magical controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah?
It keeps the suspicious elements out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around? Oh, so, shoot. Hold on. Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around? Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's closer. Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking or soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner? You're gonna have to move up the ranks a bit first. With us, pups.
Evidently.
These are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Shoot. Evidently. Okay, hold on. Let me listen to her voice a little bit.
Evidently.
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 Evidently. Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, it is. Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them, then. Oi, trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? With the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much.
Huh.
Now what do we got here? We're letting schoolboys in the ranks now. These children are our new recruits. So that's what it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you had to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
Got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, then keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What's these pissants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oi, leave it, Xanth. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I'll give you 3 days at most till you run home, tail between your legs. Lovely fellow.
Seriously.
You're just gonna stand there. Are you gonna move? Come on. So can Parapus of the same family,
Here.
technically have, like, different sort of genetics? Because Basilio looks like he has a fluffier tail than, Fidelio does. Are they technically biological brothers or not? I can't quite understand if that's the case or not, without this question being answered. And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey,
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. And you all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Haven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War. If your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of the storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you company.
Here we go.
What's your plan against Forden?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Oh,
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
oh, that's gotta hurt Stroll to say.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. It might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's
It's just that.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice. Ow.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city.
Deadline.
It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party should be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Wonder how Gallica's search is going.
only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! Now you have to hide!
Got this, Gallica. Vents! Always! RPGs! The vents are your best friend. Because nothing stops the air ducts from leading everywhere.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
Juna.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady.
Oh, I
Don't
love
make
her.
yourself scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula?
I'm impressed that Gallica could read that from that far away, actually.
Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew.
Welcome back.
Clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge of each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
What do you
Oh.
think?
Whoop.
It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
That was an accident. Whoops.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Me! Yay!
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
Up to the task I am. But
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
yeah, you guys would be in the most danger because you actually have to be around Luis and his entire crew.
That reminds me.
Boy, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? Seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
Ah, yes, he was rather full of himself. Sergeant Xanth, was it? He told us to go back to his post. Makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. You could tell his strength was formidable even to go near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry. As long as we work together, we'll find a solution. As we will, Stroll. songstress has been in Louise's private quarters. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight. Wait, are you saying you think Luis would be hot if he wasn't the situational bad guy? What you got, Heisme?
May I speak?
The day of the prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. Got to make our preparations before that soiree. Well, that's it. Okay. Where's the... Oh. This bed is my bed. If I'm done for the day, I should retire for the night. Yep.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Now then.
Now, starting today, we'll need to work on the infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys, would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat the key from them, push forward.
Even so...
Even if we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is in order of the day. They call for reinforcements, we will not fare so well.
Yes.
Lisa's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. It would be their pride. Negotiation may still be on the table. Let's take precautions.
We have to prepare first.
We need to be as prepared as we can before we attempt this.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our head. Unlike the previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You'll need to keep your battles short, defeating officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then...
Maybe we can dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows, we might have a weakness we can exploit. Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we need to do some digging before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
Infiltrate the Turridrius. The infiltration route must be secured so Luis's room can be accessed by the day of the soiree. If I steal the curse formula, the prince's curse can be lifted. 8/12, 20 days remaining. Mission with the deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms, an inclement weather condition that may occur around Brylehaven. Meet with your allies in the Warship Harbor to infiltrate Louisa's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of the Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: crew quarters, starboard corridor, port corridor, and the bridge. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge. It's the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Luis's Gauntlet Runner, huh? Okay. Now for a bunch of quests to spawn.
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained in the blood of children?
Huh?
Sorry, blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that you mention it, I do recall seeing an Elden boy at the exhibition. One looked the same age as... They say you've been traveling around the country, helping all those in need. Is that true? May I ask for your aid as well? During a training exercise, the city guards corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially amongst the youngest recruits. We need a special medicine to save them, but the shop's stocks are exhausted. I can't make it myself, as it requires ingredients found only in the monster-infested forest. I'll get them. You truly do? Oh! Thank you! Thank you, bud. I see you, Brett. Man, I'm sorry. I'm very focused on this. Thank you for subscribing at Tier 1. You'll do it? Truly. I can't thank you enough. I'm getting love beamed. Oh boy. Medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn of the monsters that inhabit that place first. An informant may know more.
If you can help.
One dragon thistleberry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives will depend on it.
Let's give it a shot.
7 samples of the berry. Woo! Oh. And the forest is there.
Oh,
This must be Gracia Forest. This place is parked the runner between the trees.
This place.
Oh, can't say, but seen you streaming and wanted to stop by and say hi. Aw, thanks, man. I'll have a good game night. Thank you.
Let's see.
Okay.
Well met, eh?
And with a smile on my face and motivated by my friend, let's grab a book. Executing Sanctus Joanna. Though Sanctus Church fails to see these issues are truly precedent. It is in truly the intelligent creatures that should be protected. The talentless being slaughtered by humans is hardly important. And you're not talentless? Of course it's important. Oh, you're that elder. Of course you'd say that. You and yours would be the first to die. Wow, asshole! Incidentally, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing. So here, I shall bestow this gift upon you. I've received the magical future from Julian. I think Julian wrote it himself, isn't it? Well, at the end of the day, it's still a book. Why not read it in the runner when you're free?
All right then.
Even if this pompous guy wrote it, why not read it? Sure. Sure, Gallica. Let's have no pride in our situation and read the book of a fellow candidate that is clearly an ass.
How's it going?
Want to head somewhere else. A little about time to shine.
I'll handle it.
Right, Prowler. Going for a drink or get some business there. Well, I won't pry. Get on. Chose a terrible time to snack. Really familiar man. Well, if it isn't my friend Kane, what a pleasure. By the face, you're looking at me like there's some stranger. But you visited the Night Prowler, I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off a little man. You're moving kind of fast. I'm sorry. Back off a little man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want with us? I was hoping you could do some negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is respectably key and noble, whereas I'm only but a humble parapist entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you'd find quite useful. I'll handle it. Oh, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He is an Achaean fellow, possibly dripping with disdain with us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure.
Well, then.
I'll be waiting for you. Just let me know when you got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Noble creditor might be at the Valmaro Coliseum in the Arena Front Wharf. I will get chef's tongue and 10,000. So we're looking for a pompous Kia, huh?
All right.
Want to enjoy fights? You think of what I'm thinking? Yep. Gladiator time! Woohoo!
All right then.
Okay, but got that taken care of. Let us check. Yep. Looks like we've got
Go.
a couple of different missions. Let's start from here. And move our way down the streets. Oh, kind old man. Hey now, it's a wee man. Oh, did you do quite well for yourself at the expedition, didn't you?
Hey.
You're not opposed to an elder like Cain dragging the church through the mud, I mean. Not my place to put walls around people's cause of tribe, state, or religion. You never know what to look at me, but I studied at the Mage Academy. Now I'm not open about it, but I can't say I trust the church. Oh, I spend the rest of my days alone, no one to rely on. But you know what? I think you might be able to change that, even if just only a little. Aw, that man. That man's kind.
Excuse me?
Mister? Please make me your apprentice. What? Apprentice? Where's this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw you and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please, let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
Ah, so that's why. We can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like. Yay! Ooh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers, like from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flowers you can get from this city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower. Huh? Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We've got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Yeah, leave it to me. You're really nice, mister. Then, will you bring me a flower?
If so...
You can become Kane's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on and help him become king. Yay! Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter. Promise. I'll just wait here till you got the flower. My friend's birthday's August 10th, so before then, please. Right. If it's a flower from another city, I thought the church would have it. Why don't we stop by the St. Firmus Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
Yep. Once a rare flower not found in Brylehaven. There are rumors that St. Firmus Church on Sun Lemno Street in the royal capital sells flowers that fit the bill. Increased tolerance, and a little bit of cash. Yeah, I'm an old man. I'm troubled. Can someone help me? Nah, I'm kidding. Say, lad, you're a young man there. Can you read and write? If you wouldn't mind, I'd be grateful if you'd help me write a letter. I want to send it to my son in Grand Trad, but I don't know how to write.
If you could...
Of course, I wouldn't ask so much for a fee. If you do this kindness, I'm sure it'd be worth your while. In others, working as a scribe, well, you can get it done quickly. It's not like he's willing to pay us. Sure, let's help him. I am in your debt. Then let me read out what I say in my letter. Remember it clearly and write it down for me, will ya? Ahem. To my dear son, it has been 3 years since you left for Grand Trad. Oh, wait, 2. Things have changed quite a while you've been away. The dog you loved since you were a wee boy has finally become a mother. We have 4 new members of our family. And then, hold on, what was I talking about? What happened while my son was gone? 20 years have passed, his mother vanished, 4 puppies were born. That's right, the dog he loved so much gave birth to puppies. Let's return to the letter. Lately, everyone's nattering on about a tournament to decide the next king. I never expected an era would come where we, the common folk, could choose. What struck me was there was a beautiful girl among the candidate... Wait, no, leave that bit out. What struck me was I'd heard a young boy younger than you among the a boy younger than you among the candidates, and he is apparently an elder. Now you think about it, much is... Nah, I should be focusing on the letter. I think I was talking about the tournament. There were beautiful candidates. One candidate was young. The candidates were eccentric. One candidate was young. That's right, it stood out that one of the candidates was younger than my son. I'll continue. As I listened to the stories of these people, I felt like I could understand how you might have felt when you ran away from home. While you were young, you should go where your heart leads. But if you ever get tired, you have a home to return to. Your ma and I are always waiting. Aw, that's sweet. That seems well enough. Whew! With that, the letter's complete.
Nice.
You really saved me with your help. Please, accept this. Ooh, 2,500. Thanks to you, I feel the words flowing more smoothly than I expected from you. And as a reward for that, here's a little more. Here, take it. No, you don't! Buddy, you don't have to! I'm sure my feelings will get across to my son with this. Thank you so much. Aw. You didn't have to. Dude, I would have just helped in general. That's sweet, though. Yeah, helping a man get his letter. Oh.
Yeah?
I didn't realize I was walking right next to the next mission. Whoops. Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. Definitely saw it. You know I did. Yow!
That's how it's gonna be, isn't
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much. I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind of generous soul could help me. Really, dude? Really? I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'd give him 15,000 reeve. Tell me more. Fantastic! I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on... I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Right! You were the candidate at the exhibition! That's what makes this easy. The thing is, I need a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. So, what item are you looking for? It's the Pride of Inundo. The toothbrush of hygiene. I forgot how goofy that name was. The toothbrush of Hygienia. I wish I had hand tracking, because I would be doing a fist in the air. Need you to buy this one for me. Of course I'll reward you, and you have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer? I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
Get him a toothbrush. 17 days. Man, you can sure last the pain tolerance on that. Oh boy.
That's where you want to go.
Inundo is here. Inundo. Dental texture. I forgot that's what this mission was called. I tried to go there myself, but every step makes my teeth hurt even more. Ow. You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. Oh, damn, that hurts.
Give it a shot.
Wait, this guy needs some help. Let's get that toothbrush of hygiene as soon as we can. Gallica, when did we become an errand boy for the entire nation? When you decided to become a JRPG protagonist. God damn it, Gallica. I mean, you're right, but also, I think it's adorable that you are literally scrambling to stay on my shoulder right now. I'm not even going that fast. See, Gallica? I ain't going fast. Now I will. Whee! Now you have to fly to keep up with me. Oh, weather.
Alright then.
Wait. The only reason that I would have checked the weather, I've already technically done stuff for. Oh, and it looks like the arena also has some mission. Let me double check over there, too. Shaw, a grieving oh, right, we got bounties and stuff, too. Bounties. What's actually today's special item?
Greetings.
You know, quite an accessory. Find something that's absolutely perfect for you. Let me see, since it's Arbor Day, how about this rejuvenation bell? Chimes pleasantly, it sways in the wind. Simply listen to that lovely sound, feels refreshed. No matter how exhausted you might be. No thanks. I do know what that item does, though. For anyone who is interested, that is a medium HP per turn restore item. And that does trigger every time the person gets into turn rotation. So with the press turn system, you can absolutely get multiple bursts of healing. But, not with my priority. Goddard, is that you? Ex-candidate? Wait, you're not in the candidacy anymore? What happened? Quite a scene you made at the exhibition. You satisfied with yourselves? Allowing a sanctuary to be executed to make yourself stand out exactly the sort of selfish nonsense a delinquent like you would think of. Who are you again? That wasn't what I...
Right.
You didn't think the sanctuarist would walk away safe, did you? Of all the single-sided immature... You're far too young to be our king. Damn it! If only I'd participated in the exhibition, right now I'd be... Okay, there's Stroll has a mission, but we're currently on.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all. My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to a level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm... Oh, excuse me, as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
Huh, that's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently within the Forsaken Tower there's a giant called an Ogress whose horn surpasses all others. But the tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve.
I'm in trouble now.
That's why I think the task can only be completed by someone who's determined a great amount of valor at the Expedition of the Brave. If only someone like that was around. About... I'll do it. Oh, can it be? Now I get a better look at you. It is! You're the young candidate that everyone's talking about. Yes, of course. You can save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious you recognized you right away. Whatever. You're gonna give us a reward for this, right? Of course. My pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Ogress within the nest monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town. If you want more details, the informant can be your best bet. There should be one at the greatest catch. You know, tavern in the Inn District.
Let's give it a shot.
Yep, okay. We'll head to the tavern once we get everything else. Because we got quite a few more to collect. Hey, Rudolph! What do you gotta say, bud? You. I remember you. The one who denounced the rogue sanctuarist at the exhibition. But the support you've earned pales in comparison to mine. Many who desire an independent Result nation.
Dismissed.
Ha! Pitiful elder. Struggle all you like.
Hey, mister.
Wow, you're, again, still an ass. Not surprisingly. Oh, hey, there's Jin up there.
What am I to do?
Actually, is that Godot? Oh, yeah, that is Godot's. Oi, what you doing here? Just came to see the rock. Curious about the rock. Eh, as you wish. Forden is still Luis is second, and yep, that is Gidex. Or Godot. Not Godot.
Let's see.
I think the order has changed. No, why am I about to say Gidereku? Like I'm fucking talking about a Hunter x Hunter character. Okay. Who is it? Popularity ranking, that's not it. Memorandum. People. Half-Blood on Gallica. Ah, Gidex. Gidex. I might have just said his name wrong again still, but you know, that was him. That's him. Gidex. Gidex. He's the Deus Vult, Deus Vult, Deus Vult. Warrior monk. It's all about the tournament. They should have locked some more manpower into slaying monsters. Anyway, here, look at the contracts. Oh yeah, you're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise our bounty rewards. Can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking now. We got a bit of a pay raise. You're a voice in my mind. No need to thank me. I'm sure some bounty hunting is calling your name too. Thanks to Katharina, bounty bonus, my reward money for completing bounties has increased. Fatal Leech, lamentable dead. Slay the Fatal Leech in the Tomb of Lament, north of Bridlehaven. The informant in the tavern with no more details. The bounty contract is time for Fatal Lich, an apparition. Monsters taking up residence in the cemetery in Bridlehaven. The graveyard is personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. Not just undead that are his soul, seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard. So you need to fight both at the same time. Don't know how strong you lot are, but it seems like it might be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at the exhibition? Well then, we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Okay, let's handle this, right? Absolutely, Gallica. We got this. Promising, if you insist. It's all yours. You'll find the target housed in an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. It's like no intel on a particular apparition, then you likely speak the informant. Which is said to carry an extremely rare chalice of legends. Bring it back as evidence you've defeated it.
Let's do it.
Increase of courage. Hell yeah. So,
Let's see.
Tomb of Lament here. Pretty far north, isn't it? And, yep, it connects to the forest.
We'll face danger.
Interesting, we've technically learned about the tower, but we haven't learned its location yet, so we do have to learn that from the informant.
We'll face
But we've got two paths that'll lead to it, and one of which is going to lead us to Katharina, where they connect.
There's a runner.
But we got, I
There's a
think
runner.
this is... Actually, I don't know whose runner that is. I know that this is,
Got it.
let's get some information. After we get the last mission at the Colosseum, I believe. That should cover everything.
Beg pardon?
Now what am I to do? Well,
And just double check. Yep, nothing over here still. Oh, right, you know, I collected all of the bugs and stuff when I was last here. So, Arena Wharf. Arena front, please. Yeah, I'm the old entomologist. Ugh, damn it. Someone's moaning in pain. Oh, yep, right here. I really overdid it this time. Hey, you there, you don't happen to have a medical herb on hand, do you? Got my ass kicked in the Colosseum.
Hey!
It's pretty rough shape. Maybe medical herb would go a long way. You have 78 on hand. Want to give him one? Yeah, let's spare him one. Oh, thank heavens. You become my best friend.
Thank you.
It still hurts a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else is willing to help me, even though I suffer, and you're the only one. So, please, take this reward. Briny threads and tailbait. Even though he's clearly in a lot of pain, no one in the Coliseum paid him any attention. Glad we helped. Yeah. Troublesome world.
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to buy. Hold on. You're the candidate everyone's talking about from the exhibition. Face struck in my memory. Strange thing, a kid like you in the race. Wow, rude. What do you mean we have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Why, it's the most famous brew in the city. They call my house special the Miraculous Mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff, but King needs a few more years before he can drink. So, we'll see you around. Hold on there. You captured everyone's eyes at the exhibition. I'll gamble on that being skill, not chance. So, I got a task I need help with. I'm looking for someone. See, if you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it. Either way, you'll get something out of it.
Right.
I'll throw in a little extra too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid could do what I couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Right on. Then it's a deal. This cup we're looking for called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hears it, everyone who's ever owned the cup died under mysterious circumstances. But now, nobody can say if the cup even exists. And there's a great question. A cup that kills its owner, and a brew that extends life. Take a sip, in which legend wins. Probably the cup. Locate the Chalice of Legends and deliver it to the requester. You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on where this Chalice of Legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of the last owner still refuses to let it out of his grasp. Got a ghost problem, Can we take a bounty for this like that? Hey, maybe we'll be able to double our reward then. Seems like a pretty lavish bounty attached. So, let's go knock it out. Ah, so you're already hot on the trail, eh? I knew you'd be the right person to ask. Oh, that's unique dialogue! Hey! Good attention to detail, game! Then I'll leave the rest to you. See? Good programming! Good recognition! Good dialogue choices! Heck yeah! Okay.
Alright then.
And that is all the active quests taken. Okay. Face. Sorry, I had a little scratch up earlier. Made some of my skin irritated. Okay. Let's go over here to the angular area. And then we will go and collect all of our things. Oh! I guess today's the day we officially start with good old buddy Barden, from the looks of what the guide wants. There's our informant, buddy.
Incredulous. Hey, listen.
Seasoned man. Money makes the world go round, as the saying goes. As long as you got it, you got pretty much anything. What do you want to know? Sergeant Xanth. Give me his info again.
Fancy a bit of info.
There's a man named Sergeant Xanth among Luis's subordinates. He's an officer in charge of the Charidrius crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Xanth? Oh, that important-looking guy we saw at the Charidrius the other day. What, an acquaintance of yours? Might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds "Strength is justice" as its creed. Heard he was once a competitor at the Colosseum, too.
Just between us.
He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to take it off and deal with those. Pretty sure paralysis and stun will work just as well, too. Stun? Well, hold up. Are there even ways to commit stun outside of an ambush? I actually need to check that. But Luis values power as well as the little... So with that old battle axe, might have some weaknesses. If Luis trusts him, you bet he's strong as blazes. See, we'll have to find a way to inflict status ailments, of course. Certainly be a dangerous fight if we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared. Let's get those when we're ready. Received a scrap of paper with the info. Starboard quarter Captain Seba. Or Saiba.
Fancy a bit of info.
That old fart? Maintenance Chief Saiba, eh? He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you'd expect, considering the authority he's given. He has magic that repels attacks, is especially impressive. As you can guess, you can try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting.
Just between us.
That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't super effective either, from what I hear. To win, you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. Not that I expect you to end up fighting him.
Let's see.
That guy sounds like a massive pain in the... If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. Since he uses magic that repels physical attacks, we'll want to find some way to dispel that, too. Received a scrap of paper inscribing on the information, and put it in to check for later. Okay, so there's two ways around that. Almighty damage, or dispelling that barrier. So if we use Dekaja is the debuff. Materakarn, I think. I'll have to double check. I think we have it on Seeker. I think we have that skill on the baseline Seeker at rank 20 that we can use, but the only problem would be I'm the only one who can use it as of my awareness right now. But Almighty damage is on the Merchant, and it can be physical, which means we can just break past his barrier without needing to actually hit it. But then the problem becomes, does he use skills outside of that barrier when he has the barrier enabled? So he would keep putting up the barrier if we broke it, so it would be better if we just broke the barrier. So maybe getting Heismay to learn that skill from the Seeker line, specifically just so that he can use it on the first turn, because Heismay will be our fastest, so that we can keep him trying to use the barrier and kind of take advantage of that. Okay, Portmaster.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Gleckham, in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways. The way he fights in particular, I'd say quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swinging his axe all around him. You want to watch out for it, or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out.
Just between us.
All the blood rushes to his head, or so he falls from being provoked really easily, though. If you bring someone that acts as decoy along, I think you should be in without much hassle. Ha! Ideally, you wouldn't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in mind.
Guess so.
Need a decoy, then. I think there's a skill that would be useful. Yeah, the Knight's Proclamation. If we aren't strong enough, our decoy will fall and our combat will be ruined. We have to ensure our combat skills before fighting him. Okay, so we'd either want a tank that can take the hits or a dodge tank that can avoid him once he's pulled him in, which is Heismay. The Traidorius' helmsman, Kaibo, is stationed on the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Juna. Of course he is. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely boy. I'm swooned here. I'd almost think she was a goddess.
Come on!
We're not paying for that. What is his fighting style? You plan to spar with him? Well, he's only one of Luis' grand privilege of being the Hellsman amongst all his minions, so you bet he's a strong one. Having said that, he's weak to electric. Only gets a traumatic experience in a storm once. And rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second in command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it?
Thanks.
Guess we better prepare some electric magic then. But he's one of Luis's hand-picked officers, so we might be a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit more. Yeah, no hurrying. Security Guard Salva. Learn the tactics and weaknesses of security guards, or the guard chief Salva, subordinate to Luis. Ah, the wild card. Salva, you say? He's the Traidorius' grand guard chief. Got some business with him. He's not someone you'd have an opportunity to meet with often. His job is to patrol the Traidorius and be on the lookout for intruders, which is why we need this info. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty ignite that can damage any foe. Won't be an easy guard against that. I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances, though. Maybe this reaction time's slow? Once with them wearing that big helmet and all. And about that, remember that off the chance you find yourself against him.
Guess so.
No doubt he's powerful if he's in charge of Luis's guard. If we don't come at him with all we've got, we're in big trouble. We need to be confident we're ready to fight. He uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it'll be trouble. Maybe we can retaliate with some of our own. Keep a scrap of paper. Okay, so we've got a guy who's weak to statuses. Unfortunately, he would start hitting us pretty badly if we just rely on them, so I don't want to use that. We've got, which we're going to have to face, because he's, no matter what, I'm pretty confident, because he said cruise quarters, and we have to go through cruise quarters. Ow. Starboard corridor, or the port corridor. I'm going to go through both, because there's unique items in each of them. Avian, so we can deal with them each. I'm guessing you're after the Dragon Thistleberry. The Cocasidos that lords over those areas love them too, so be careful. The Cocasidos will unleash terrifying attacks as they see an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. Oh shit. Recommend having a magic that hardens your defenses, and here it's weak to projectiles, so having that wouldn't hurt either. Hope it goes swimmingly. Okay, so it's weak to pierce. Ghost of the Tomb Lament.
Want in on this?
Tomb of Lament, eh? Sounds like I can tell you about all that. Bounty's called Fatalich. People say it's a ghost. Scary enough on its own, but the real horror is knowing it can summon a two-headed beast called a Kamenza.
Just between us.
It's not just fighting two enemies at once that's the problem. When the Kamenza's around, Fatalich's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic, so I heard from a bounty hunter who nearly escaped from it with his life. You better either prepare ways to protect against magic, or use the Kamenza's weakness, wind, to take it out quickly. As you might expect, as it's a ghost, Sadalich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy. Yep. Oh. Got it. Our best tactic is to devise a way to protect against its magic and also summon wind and light magic of our own. There's Guptaros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. What about it? Watch your steps unless you want your next step to be a grave. Okay, so we got the Guptaros to deal with. We're going to deal with them as a regular strong enemy now. Yay! That was painful. And about the monsters of the Forsaken Tower, north of Brilhaven. Perfect. We're going to learn about the Forsaken Tower. Because most people will... Ow, sorry. It's just like a pimple or something I'm trying to deal with. As most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. Yep, full north. The Forsaken Tower is here. It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
It's your call.
So there's two ways to go. Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called the Ogress.
Just between us.
Be careful, when it stores up power, its next attack will hurt. Let's just say, so keep your defenses up. I heard if you can remove its buff before its next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You might find best ways to use of that. Okay. Weak to dark magic and a buff that needs to be removed? We can use a thief move for that, actually. Ingredients of Oceania.
Cheers.
There's little shops in Brilhaven dealing with rare ingredients. Might even stand to sell meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's a butcher who sells marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. But the only specialty good you can get from the village nearby really is mellow milk, which is rare depending on the person, I suppose. You cook, do you? I respect there's more of that than strength. Which reminds me, the younger Magnus brothers cooking. I've said too much. Forget it. Oh, right, Basilio cooks! Ah, right. And they don't like people knowing about that. Village trading, what do you got?
Cheers.
You know, village called Niendo is a little way up north here. Might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still shopping to do there. And then again, they sell mostly rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe if you polish them up, you'll find some rare treasures. Also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Salt, which is a bath salt. Bath bomb. Mellow milk as well as toothbrushes, their specialty. From all I can think about, stop by when you head in that direction. Okay, that's everything.
Hey, listen.
Okay. Now, time to do some silly willies. And by silly willies, I mean, first things first, we go to the royal capital, and we go to the Firmus Church. By taking a little bit of time to get over there, actually. Because, again, sword surfing, achievement, yada yada. If you learn about me, I like doing achievements where I can.
Hey, mister. Is Mr. Louise?
From the media trial, that's such a bit hot today, huh? Oh, riding on a sword. Oh, actually, I think I needed to also purify some things. Oh, what brings a young candidate here? Do you have business with the church? We heard you started offering something outside the ordinary for sale. Would it happen to have any flowers we could buy? Well, indeed, we now sell rainbow flowers. It's not a fresh flower, however, but a handicraft. Its resplendent rainbow colors and soul-soothing beauty are highly regarded by the believers here. It's rather valuable, but I shall happily give it to you for a trifling donation. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything for free here. There's something about that unusual. I bet that boy would be happy to get one. The sanctor did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a closer look. Rainbow flower for 500, not bad. Oh, okay, we did have one thing. Ooh, Monk's Clogs to Saint's Sabbat. Small health increase every turn. You know what? Yeah. Okay. So, we got all that sorted out. I gotta get out of here. And then we report back to the kid.
Where to?
The Worship Coridrius is now a accessible location, because that is the dungeon.
Yeah?
There's the kid. Oh, whoops. Overstep. Kindly boy, did you perhaps bring the rainbow flower for me? Here you go. Thanks, mister. Wow, look at it. It's so sparkly. It's gonna be great. So, next, you gotta give the flower to my friend and say, I love you, please.
I don't know.
Hold on there, kid. You really think you should confess to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? Ooh. Well, that wouldn't be good. But I'm so scared. I wish I could be brave like you.
Right?
You almost ran out of the city gate looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Or stupid. But we'll say brave. Alright, I'll take the flower and I'll be honest about how I feel. Gotta tell my friend how great you are, Kane. Aw. You're embarrassing me.
Yeah!
Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know. Maybe he'll bring some more people for the cause. Or to the cause.
Mission accomplished.
Effervescing youth! Complete! Increase in tolerance! And he thought to give me 4,000 reeve? Nice. How did you get that money, kid? Don't ask. Okay. It's like 40 bucks. How did you get that money? Is that your allowance? Wait, don't tell me you gave me your allowance for a flower that was only an eighth of that. Kid, I feel like a highway robber now. No!
Where to?
Okay. So now to Martira. To establish the link. Begin, confidant. Or I guess in this case, begin follower ranks.
So that's what it's come to.
Oh, hey, it's in a sandblast, actually. Oh shit, it is kind of sandy around here. Didn't notice that the first time I was here. Proper ices.
Can't believe it.
Hey, it's you. How fare you in your travels? It's you. How fare you in your travels for you to be in Martira of all places? Ah, but I shouldn't pry. I'm sure you got some urgent business or another, and I shan't make you tardy for it. The city's returned to its lively self, but it's not all for you. Thinking back, I do remember Lady Joanna disappearing at times. I hadn't the slightest doubts about her then. I believed every word Joanna and Morris had to say, and I carried on without a care in the world. In some ways, the situation has shined a light upon me as weakness, upon me own weakness, and I'll not make that mistake twice.
The truth is,
I'd speak with you if possible. Hope you'll come sometime with me. Of course, man.
thank you.
Thank ye. I owe ye. I just need your opinion on something. Here we go. Another fatherly figure.
And let me say it again. The town is safe now, thanks to you. Couldn't be more grateful to you.
Barden! I heard you fixed up the hole in my shop's wall while I was gone. I could kiss you.
Why, 'twere no trouble at all. Your bonny wife had need of help, and we all have need of your shop.
Well, that may be, but I never knew a captain to be so generous.
My only wish is to render assistance in any way I can. Whatever wee matters I can take care of, I will. Even if they might not turn out as well as yours did.
What the hell? You bumped into me?
Well, who could avoid those massive ears, you damn russant?
Looks like I need to go keep a brawl at bay. Hey, listen, both of you. Enough already. Sorry about that. Right tragedy for the town hero to see something so disgraceful.
Seems like there's trouble.
It's not just them. Everyone's been on edge lately. It's odd. Neighbors coming to blows. Good lads fighting. Whole town is right anxious. And that's what I wanted to discuss with you. I'm curious about you and your pals. You're all of different tribes, eh? Even got highs made to join up with you. How exactly did you get so many different people to come together as one?
We have a shared vision. We have a common enemy.
We have a shared vision. One which will benefit everyone.
That answer's befitting of you. So that's what brought you all together. And you're the idealistic leader.
I guess so. It's kind of funny to think about.
So it is. What we need here is a leader everyone acknowledges. We need a new system where the people themselves govern the town.
Oh.
I think that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm much assured by your words.
Yeah.
Thanks for being so accommodating. If you can manage it, would you help me out again sometime? With your consult.
Absolutely, man.
I know this town will keep getting better.
Of course. I'd like to keep helping you.
Oh, that would be a great help. Thank you. With your support, I'll be sure to make this town a nicer place to live.
Oh. Barden's and he gives a double handshake. Aww. I can feel Barden's profound love for the town as well as his faith in me.
The Honorable Guardsman, Barden. Within him dwells the virtue of the Commander. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I shall protect the town you all saved.
Aww. We have unlocked the archetype of the Commander. You sense the heroic embodiment of the Commander from Barden. You may now study the Commander in Academia.
I'd be glad if you came back soon. I'll try to have good news for you by then.
I'll come back in 2 days. I'll come back in 2 days. The minimum time requirement to allow a rank up to occur. Okay. Dangers of nighttime infiltration. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you'll need to sneak in during the day. Be sure to secure an infiltration route before the day of the soiree. Basically justifying why you can't do a night infiltration. He doesn't need to come here any longer. And yet, Regetta comes to mind. Maybe I should talk to her. I'd love to. I'd really love to. Regetta is one of my... Well, Port City at night definitely has its own atmosphere. Why don't we try and take a look around? If you need help, just ask. Ah! And before we go off anywhere, I'd like to demonstrate our good friend Alonso is here. Ready to do dirty things. Well, not dirty things. What am I talking? Corrupt? Twisted? Schemy? Schemy. That's what we're going with. Schemy things. Okay. So, we are going to go on a debate run. And by debate run, I mean we're just going to the Merchant's Bazaar and quickly handling a debate. We're doing a debate run, boys! Woo! Let's see who can get 100% of debates done in a single day! Woo! Oh. Okay, that was a weird place for port. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, 100%. So what I'm about ready to do is considered cheating. Probably. In the terms of the gambling world. I already know the answers to this one. Probably. I say jokingly, it has been a half minute. I do genuinely not 100% remember the ranks that we get at these certain things. You're the elder everyone's been whispering about, aren't you? I enjoyed the performance you gave at the Expedition of Brave. It's quite a gamble, all for a sanctuary as your head. Took guts. Probably no small amount of skill. Seems to me you've got a gift for making your own luck and swinging the odds in your favor. Take it from a gambler. Maybe you'd like to press that luck of yours. I'm running a special bet on the tournament positions right now. Gotta take a punt. I'll give it a shot. Wait, are you serious? You lose money here, who knows how far it'll set us back? I'll upset your fairy friend, have I? Can't have that. How about you decide after I explain it, though, alright? It's bet on the rank of a certain young elder candidate. That would be you, mind. Your wager is... how about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself, see how well you think you can do in the tournament. Interesting idea, ain't it? Is he serious? What's the catch? What are you thinking? I'll give it a shot. Nice one. Besides, your goal is to be king. You gotta take some risks. Now let's gamble. What rank do you think you'll reach by the 13th? 20th. 100%. That is the point when the Expedition of the Braid is technically over. I'm gonna... to continue the story and to technically be in this tournament still, we have to at least be 20th. So, by that point, I believe the next part would be announced, because this is our deadline date. So, we're gonna reach 20th by that point. So I'm gonna bet the 15,000. Fascinating. With that, the bargain is struck. That one's a bit cheeky. I kind of could guess that one. The next one I can't remember. Check the results in 20 days, and don't forget, you've got to come back here to collect your money. Young man, wee! Rylehaven Podium. Hello, Chin Boy. Improving everyone's lives is my top priority. Corruption, injustice, I'll never stand for these. I see, so that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate the candidate? If you win, you can lower the other candidate's support. You might be able to win Luis's trust. It's Good opportunity to hone your skills you can put in the future imagining your words. I'm sure people will follow you. Eloquence and imagination increase. Let us go! Tarry ho, my good friend. You're the one who offered up that sanctress. You may have briefly had the spotlight, but a child is nothing in the end. Oh, pay me no mind. Debate, is it? Of course, of course. I welcome a fair discussion in the marketplace of ideas.
I can do something for everyone.
My top priority is to ensure the livelihood of all this country's citizenry. Whatever you desire, I shall do everything possible to make it so. Keep an old port maintained? It's no problem at all. Protecting the minority tribes from prejudice? Of course I can do that. Discrimination will not be tolerated. Naturally, the Clamar have worked hard to establish themselves, and I will ensure that they will continue to enjoy key positions within my kingdom. Wow, this Jin guy seems to have thought of everything. Can't put my finger on it. There's something dodgy about him. Jin's really working the crowd. How should I appeal to them? Now, admittedly, I'm using a guide, so I do know the correct answer to this debate, as I do with all of them. But to find everything as possible, we should help anyone. You're really shady. We should help anyone.
I will help anyone.
Everyone is deserving of our help, regardless of tribe. Huh? How are we supposed to do that? You're nothing but a sham. Hey, I'm just speaking my ideals, sir. Pretty sure they're saying the exact same thing in different ways. Kane's rather wet behind the ears, but it makes me want to support him. If anyone's a swindler here, it's Jin. Yeah, you just literally undercut your own message, buddy. Damn brat. At this rate, my whole life is on the chopping block. Sorry, Jin, but you're a swindler. You were great at that debate. You left the other candidate begging for mercy. You won over a lot of people. It's got a little something for their support. You know, oh, 5,000. Gave me more than the last debate area. This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination. Oh, eloquence level 3. Oh, wait, I already hit... Wait, both of them? Oh, no, wait, just eloquence leveled up. I was about to say, imagination should not have leveled up. It was still 3 recently. Okay.
Eloquence.
'Tis the virtue a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, find thine words in the heart of trust of the common folk.
Why, that's...
Ah, so if I hadn't got my last boost of imagination, this would have bumped me up to imagination 3 from more. Nice. Yeah, this guide kind of keeps track of what ranks you should be experiencing. Ooh, 45! I've got 25 plus ranks to go, baby. Let's kick 'em down. Let's destroy that ranking system. Yeah, boy.
Luis's.
The day of the soiree is approaching. We need to secure our infiltration route to Luis's quarters before then. We must reclaim the formula without raising suspicion. Then at long last we finally have means to break the prince's curse.
Let's make it happen.
The prince's fate is in our hand. The plan is risky, but we have to see it through. 19 days until Luis's soiree. Let us proceed with the utmost caution. You know, maybe openly talking about our plans of infiltration in the middle of a fucking in the middle of a fucking fucking tavern may not be the best idea if his soldiers happen to be joining us. Hey, what do you mean? They're trying to assassinate Lord Luis. What do you mean they're trying to assassinate? No, we're just saying we wanted to infiltrate. They're trying to infiltrate the Corinthians. Wait, no, we didn't mean. Ah! Sorry. Oh, shoot, wait. Oh, okay, we're doing Stroll's mission, actually. I was like, what is this thing saying? Yeah, it's Stroll's mission is what we're talking about. Okay. Okay, so, to remind everyone what Stroll's request is, because this is what we're doing, we are attempting to find a connection to his father here. Oh, wait, is that a Ressant? Yeah, that's Rudolph's sign. I actually haven't read this one yet. Return to our Ressant state. Revolt for independence. It's hard to see him without winning support outside Ressant with messaging like this. He's always pretty high in the rankings. Ressants want to care about their own tribe. Maybe there's more to them than we think. Okay. Hi, mister. Hi, children. Hope this king is strong. Oh, whoops. An elder child will be using magic like no one else has. Okay, so our objective was to look for a fishmonger in the market to start things off, to find a connection to Stroll's father and potentially his inheritance. fresh fish. Get your fresh fish. I've got bargains. Oh, he's the fishmonger. Oh, okay. I was going to look around the market more, but hey, found him immediately. That reminds me, I had business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him. Okay, so I need to talk to him, but I think there's something else in the market by this point, potentially. If not, it should be here soon. There might be another golden beetle that appears in this market at some point. Oh, right there! There's an insect emitting a strange light. I was right! Hey, I don't even think the guy didn't even mention that! Heck yeah, I found it before it was mentioned! Heck yeah, I didn't realize that it was available as early as now, but I guess it is all the way in Briarhaven. Welcome, welcome, one and all. If it's a swarm of rivers or seas, I've got it here. It's all fresh as the ocean breeze. Ooh, that's a catchy phrase. Hey, I'll give you props to that one, writers. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I know he was a doting parent. You really can't do his own shopping. Count of Alia? Just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with his son, really now. I hate to break it to you, lad, but if you're an elder and the Clermont nobles aren't really known to defend your finding kind. I'm looking for his inheritance. What are you playing at? This is some kind of man or con. I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Alia. He saved his skin once, and some pain-in-the-ass noble started making started making accusations against my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. When I gather, he's the only market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself. Like father, like son. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet the merchant in front of the Regolith Grand Cathedral. Odd that he brought the first fish, eh? Odd that he bought the fish first, eh? Oh! Yep, and that explains why the imagination's needed. Capital merchant.
And what do you want?
What do you want? You're not one of my clients. I only do business via referral. Stroll's father came to meet a merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Could this be him?
So foolish, it arouses great pity.
Indeed. I was acquainted with the late Count of Alia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was truly honorable, outstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with ripoff like you. Merchant still suspicious of me. What do I say next? Did his fish stink? Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to use the words to convince the merchants I have no ill intent. Ha! How interesting. Yes, they did stink. The Count would often buy fish himself and then show up to all meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I was worried about how he would keep them fresh. Ah, that stirs some memories. Count Alia, as I remember, was a magnanimous man. He was generally kind to all he met.
Our business is done.
Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well, tell me your story. I will listen. Ah, itchy. Ah, I see. You must forgive my suspicion. You truly are a friend of his son's, aren't you? I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Words of his lost inheritance have spread, and cold men have tried every trick in the book to claim it.
I do appreciate
I
your
indeed have entrusted his inheritance, always meant for his Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest are details I prefer to share with him directly. Please bring him to me when you're able. Give me just a sec, gotta check something. Because we're gonna... We don't need all the mag that we can from follower things, but we do always do the follower things. Okay. I should let Stroll know immediately. And now that it's time, we go get Stroll. No one mind the ley lines and the magic circuits in my body. No one pay attention to the man wielding the power of archetypal speed. I'm the Speed Elder. Hey, Stroll. Ah, hello. What's our plan for today? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to let off some steam, huh? Merchant Stroll followed and trusted with his inheritance mentioned he wanted to talk to us. Perhaps I should talk to Stroll with him. Any luck finding leads on the inheritance matter? I found the man holding it for you. Huh? Have you? You must take me to him so we can talk. It's nice to finally meet you. Well, we may have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. My father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It's hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. They did charity work in the capital. hardly knew his business here, to be honest. My connection to your father was ultimately what led him to entrust your family fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
I don't mean to pry, but have you decided what you would do with it?
That is...
I had thought to use it to rebuild our house, but to hear my father used his fortune to help people, I admit I'm having second thoughts. Refugees of Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing, and knowing this, I would put these funds to the need of my house. It would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come. You truly are a stroll, lad, right down to your father's strength of character. If I might be so bold, allow me to present you with an option. It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with estates they cannot sustain. You can then offer this land to your people to build upon. But not give them solace.
True.
I see the wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expansion in such short notice. If the negotiations are you're concerned about, that's where I come in.
Quite.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydron, best known for his piety. He's well versed in such matters. You have anyone else? Is there anyone else you might know? So you do know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But from such an occasion as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say he would be precisely the savior you need to realize your ideals.
My ideals?
My ideals, you say?
Yes.
I apologize. I'm just caught off guard by knowing how quickly these tides change. I'd gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in negotiations. Hope is only one step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I'd hear my mother and father say often. They practically bludgeoned me with it. Wise words to live by. They instilled you with wise words.
Yeah.
Only now do I see that. Back then I couldn't appreciate it. If I can procure no land, all those people could return some semblance of their lives when they were forced to abandon. They could go back to a time of peace, before the human attacked. And you have no small role to play here. You know that, don't you? If treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin. I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia, let alone realizing my ideal.
Hey.
In other words, the future of many depend on our fight. Our hope lies with you, Captain. Jeez. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and newfound resolve.
Whatever burdens you carry, I'll carry them too.
Scion's Merit, inheritance of the warrior lineage to 3. And while in reserve, Stroll will gain experience at the normal rate. Battle Hypnosis. More skills can now be inherited thanks to the merits of Scion's Merit.
Thank you.
I owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It was surely no easy feat to find him.
You're a lifesaver.
Noble's Legacy. Increase in tolerance. By tracking down the merchant who knew Stroll's father, I helped him get one step closer to his goal. He was grateful for my help.
Now then.
Oh my... Tolerance level 3! I am now generous!
Tolerance.
Tolerance. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up the mantle of benevolence, which thou will spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs this precise kindling in which the follower's passions may be inflamed. Close to 3 in all.
That reminds me.
We don't mind me asking. Why did you hear anything else about my father in your search?
Right.
I was told he was a man of many virtues. Yes, that sounds about right. I'm glad people still remember him so fondly. Makes me happy to hear it. More so than I imagined. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do. I think we both know Stroll. Returned to the others with Troll, who was still deep in thought. Back to the Brilhaven Tavern. Only wisdom is below 3 right now. Everything else is there. Let's go.
What do you want to do?
Oh, it's still storming.
Oi! Oi!
Oi, oi! Oi, oi, oi. To the Merchant's Bazaar, please. I've got another debate. I guess I was joking about the debate rush, and now it's actually becoming a thing. Quick, debate rush, go! We'll probably make it through, given potentially the time, we should be able to get through maybe a dungeon or two today, depending on how things go.
Choose me.
The world what I want is complete and utter meritocracy. The elites aren't strong, the strong are elite.
I see.
I see, so that's where they're basing their campaigns on. Yep, good opportunity to go up against Liddell, a pseudo-Luis. Pseudo-Lise. Pseudo-Lise. What's this? Come to tear me down a peg, have you? Is that the battle of words you want? I accept the challenge. I prefer to strike with more direct methods. I'll spare you for Count Luis's sake. You'll realize soon enough that I am the rising star. Your little help anyone in need shtick is a farce. I can't believe anyone is falling for it. I'll make sure you pay for it tenfold.
Choose me.
When I take my place upon the throne, I'll reform this rigid society into a true meritocracy. We live in a society where the tribe and family name matter more than will or ability. Will we sheep to accept such a world, or are we lions who will devour it? As king, I will appoint only those who can demonstrate true strength, even those from inferior birth. That's true equality. He's certainly abrasive, but he makes a good point. Haven't we heard all this before, though? Goodell's winning over the crowd. How should I appeal them? Isn't Luis your better? And what of the weak? You only parrot, Luis.
Hang on.
Your words are mere echoes of Luis. Do you have any original ideas?
What?
My words? You don't understand. Count Luis and I simply have come to the same conclusions. If that's the case, then I'd honestly rather support Lord Luis. Right, I had the same feeling as Kane. Glad it wasn't just me.
Damn it!
Of course these fools wouldn't understand. I'm actually looking like a Luis supporter and doing that. Oh boy.
I knew it!
That was an amazing debate. Glendale was seething. A lot of people appreciate what you said. They wanted to give you this as a show of thanks. 5,000 Rebe. This experience seems to have honed the eloquence and imagination further, beyond. Even more. Not enough yet, but making some progress. After listening to the concerns of people, I returned to where everyone was waiting.
Time marches
on. I forgot what rank was I at. I didn't actually pay attention this time. I was scrolling through some stuff. Idols Day. Wait. Have I forgotten something a few days? Oh no, I think I forgot the pantry a few days. The word is, a great number of the city soldiers have been injured. Twould seem they were run in with a human. Ah yes, group was attacked comprised of a few new recruits out in training exercise. Many injuries were quite grave, I'm afraid. How horrible. Is there nothing we can do to help?
That reminds me.
We've already taken their targeted request, haven't we? Let's gather those medical ingredients so we can treat the injured. Okay, come on. I really want to get through at least a dungeon today. Day after tomorrow is Forgiveness Day, where stores throughout the city have the biggest sale of the year. I can't wait. Her voice. Ugh, we're in quite a predicament. Martin comes to mind. Should I talk to him?
Well met, eh?
Okay, Idols Day. Is Idols Day the day where the item that I'm kind of... Oh, Seabreeze. Whoops, I went to the wrong street. I just clicked through too fast. No. Well, hey, more travel time on the sword. Oh, hey, Milo. I'm not talking to you, because you're an asshole. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I won't talk to that candidate, because he's an asshole. Oh no, I just ran into that man. Oh, archetype time again. Okay, what do you got?
Greetings. Well then.
Rider's... Oh, right, it was a Rider's Anklet. Maybe it was the other day. Or the next day, because the other item that I'd probably want is a Stormy Ring. And I can't remember... It goes in a weekly cycle, so we know it's not Water's Day, because that's the day that I bought the archetypal rings, and Idol's Day, which is today, so... I don't need to go anywhere on the Gauntlet Runner. I just need to do 2 things on the runner while I think about it. 3 things, technically. I count I count the pantry and the restroom as a single thing because they are daily activity. Ooh, yes, meat and water.
Well, then.
Get me the hygiene. Speaking of which, I gotta take a shower later myself.
Got it.
Because it's that day. Always keep up your hygiene, folks. And also, please, make sure you use the restroom at least on Saturdays to get that luck boost. Always make sure to poop on idle state to get that luck boost. God alive. Okay.
Where to?
Oh. That was odd. It's acting like I hadn't actually looked at all those yet. Okay. Next, we need to go to good old Barden. Wow. Let's go, baby. Barden? Do you have a goat now? Ah, you here. Glad you're well. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. Yep, just give me a sec. Barden. Oh god, you are a good ways down on this list. Oh god, I clicked the button. I clicked the button by accident. It did the thing. It stopped the music. There we go. Like what?
Thank you.
Many thanks to you for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it.
The truth is,
I wanted to consult with you on this blether about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler ain't quite the word. Wouldn't own land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important position. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord. I think that's what's best for this town.
So,
for the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It seems like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-governance. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fellow best suited for the position for this is one clergyman. He's a fine man, and he likes the idea. But darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be the governor. You're popular. You're suited for it. Seems like a stretch. Well, you're popular. Well, you're just popular, Barden.
Nay.
And I'm pleased to hear it, but it's because I'm the captain of the guard.
Still, though.
I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who puts everything to the right. This stretch. I'm no hero. It's all thanks to the lot of ye. But I couldn't say that all day, and they still wanted me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know that there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say,
Do I have what it takes to lead them? It'll be fine. Everything's a challenge. I couldn't tell you. Everything's a challenge.
Hey.
Everything worth doing is always a challenge.
Wait, what?
It is always.
True.
I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without a challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me to make a decision.
For myself?
I'll represent the townsfolk. Yes, I'll become governor and restore this whole place. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considerably my lack of experience, I'll be grateful if you keep advising me.
Don't worry your head.
I may not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully to that I can be the true hero of this town, like you. I can sense Barden's extraordinary determination and faith in me.
I'll do anything for this town I adore.
Commander Enlightenment. Reduce the mad cost of studying the commander line. Which is our first little nice benefit. Barden, you finally decided what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey,
We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been a right pain, but you seem like a take charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. Sandworm attack would devastate Montira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well...
Go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills, will you? They hated it when you chased them down during hide and seek. My wee ones were bawling and screaming something awful. They still can cry from the memory from it.
Whoa.
But that's how you play Hunter and Prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyways, I swear to ye, I'm determined to protect this town.
I think so.
Oh man, he's dude needs better skills with children, but that's not necessarily his fault. He can be intimidating. He's a big man in armor. Some kids look up to that. Other kids are terrified of that. You choose which is which. You'll have to do a great deal of work, even when paying you back. So, do stop by again. It's fun. I parted ways with Barden and returned to the group. Looks like... It is time. It is time for fun! Back to the Brylehaven Tavern. Okay.
What now?
Yeah, we're sitting at 141. That's not too much. Okay, so now we can get this at a cheaper price. By cheaper, I mean 300 mag less, which is honestly kind of important when I drained my mag quality so much.
Fascinate. This right here.
The heroic embodiment of the commander. Give it to me!
I'm counting on you.
This is the power I seek. Then so be it. My shared resolve and honored creed take new form as a commander. Grant me strength. I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. Thou art prepared to lead soldiers proudly into battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the commander.
Really?
So this is the power of the commander's soul. I shall use it to support my comrades valiantly. I'll support everyone in the best way to do so.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Leader Semaphore, and I want Stroll to also get this, because he needs it.
This right here.
The heroic embodiment, that stout-hearted officer, one who boldly leads the army from the front, vanguard upon the path and peace and prosperity. Channel the commander for the first time. Would you like an ally to unlock it?
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I'd like to entrust Stroll with his power. Then, hear us, O valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a commander. From warrior to commander. Hear the voices of past your souls. We temper into the soul of the commander. The soul of the commander. I'll do my best to inspire the group to victory. I'll take the charge for a world without feudal conflict.
Right. I could get used to this.
Okay. Oh, right. I never made Heisme get the Faker archetype. I did want him to potentially learn that. Okay, hold on. This is the other thing I wanted to check. Tetra Break. Tetra Break is what it is. Repair, negate one, repel physical. Now, okay, so by technical, I already had Heisme learning this because he needs to go down the gunner line, he needs to go down the merchant line, and he needs to go down the thief line for his ultimate archetype. I do remember that from my play. Hulkenberg, I want her to get through Magic Knight before I transition her back into a wizard momentarily, but I also want to get more mag before I unlock that because we've just seen how much that is, and my remaining is killing me. My bottom line is rather low right now, which is what I'll be working on with the next dungeon. Okay, now we exit out, and we go to our good friend, the one, the only, the merchant of the city, Brigada! The one, the only, the white-haired rogue with a merchant's attitude and the badassery to prove it. The eye candy to some people's eyes, which I could totally understand.
Just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed. I believe I made myself clear. You have no reason to come here anymore. But if you really want, if you insist on joining me on the road to hell, there is a place I'd like to go. I'll go wherever you go. Think of that. This is rank 5 on Brigetta. I want to make sure I pick the best options for this one, too. This is one of her first courage level locked ones. Oh god, this one's a long-listed one. There's not a lot of options that give mag. However, there's a lot of choices. Let's go, baby! With overflowing courage, I promised Brigetta I would face her burdens with her.
You.
Kane, you would go to such lengths for me. Then, will you come with me? No problem. Come this way.
The truth is...
The ones who took my dog, the anti-igniter extremists. The church has discovered their base. What's the church doing? What's the church's part in all this?
So reductive.
Do you not know the connection between the church and the igniters? Well, I'll make it so that we get along in the depths of this filth. Apparently, this faction's based in a small village, fairly close to Grand Trad. I'm going to go there and eradicate them all. I'll kill every last one of those extremists. No survivors. And once they go to hell, they can go look at my dog in the eyes and beg her forgiveness. I'll string their corpses up. 3 days and 3 nights exposed to the elements. Long enough for everyone to see what happens if you cross me.
You get it.
And you'd like to help me punish them. And I'd like to help you punish them. In exchange, I'll support you whatever I can from here on out. Please think this through. Brigetta, I want you to think this through. You talk big, don't you? You have no desire to be king, yet you parade around as a candidate. You're little more than a fraud. Brigetta's suspicious of me. I need to tell her the truth or she'll never fully trust me. I explained to her that I entered not to take the throne, but to raise someone else that would forge a better future for our country. Ha! You'd expect me to believe in that nonsense? But for you to speak in such words at this point would mean your goal for seizing the throne is no lie, at least.
As it is.
Fine. If that's how it must be, then I will spare no expense to see you fall. The throat ill-suits a wretch who could look past the butchery of a dog. I don't think it was right. I've never for a moment thought it was right for her to die. Then it is not for those who kill to be killed. Is it not your precious equality? I don't want to lose anything else I care about.
Although...
I think caution should win the day. What do you truly understand? You have no idea how much comfort she brought me. And they ripped that away from me. And you say I should just allow it. Fine. I'll do nothing so unsightly in front of you.
In any case...
I'm going to their base, but I won't kill them right away. I'll find out who did this. Try to negotiate clearly and openly. If that doesn't work, then I'll murder them. And I can move on. And we can move on. That's the most I can promise you. We'll take my gauntlet runner. Dangers of the night be damned. If we break down, so be it.
Obviously.
You can come as well, and go see for yourself. If you're going to try and drag me into the light, then you deserve to see what happens. She let me onto the runner she lives in, and we went to their base. Brigetta stayed silent for the whole trip. We arrived at the small settlement close to Grand Trad. A UG village. Is this the place?
You there.
Hey, you there. I'm Brigetta, the scoundrel selling magic igniters all across the land. Oh, the igniter merchants again. Our village really doesn't have any money to buy any. I'm sorry to keep turning you away, but...
Wait.
What are you talking about? Oh, aren't you the one of the church dealers? You keep trying to sell us igniters, but I keep refusing them. The church has been here several times. They've never reported that to me.
Out with it.
So I said the merchants of igniters should face the wrath of God. You wouldn't agree? Oh no, we don't have anything to do with igniters at all. It's not something that has ever really come up here.
Really?
Hey miss, you sell magic igniters?
How
Wow, brilliant, Papa! I want an igniter. Oh, geez, you damn kids! I can't afford that shit. This is the Gucci shit. I can't afford that. You can get the magical spin downs that I got you 3 years ago. You should be fine with those. I see. Say no more. This is no hideout. They know nothing. It's not something you can hide in a village such as this. I've been getting detailed reports on anti-igniter group's movements from the church, but now I'm not certain such a force even exists. If it was all a lie, then what does the church get out of it? To spread magic igniters? To harass you? Maybe it's just you they're targeting, Brigitta.
In any case.
Anyways, I take it back. There will be no killing today. If you hadn't stopped me, I probably have ordered my private army to burn this place to the ground. I'm glad you were here with you. I'm glad you were here with me. I can sense Brigitta's deep gratitude. You saved some people's lives.
I'm glad to have you at my side.
Guild discount. Receive a discount at the weapon, armor, and igniter shops. Now get discounts thanks to Brigitta being amazing. But my dog was taken away from me. And I'll chase that scum to the ends of the earth.
Nonetheless.
This is my job, not yours. So our business together is concluded.
No.
Still, I'll come visit you, Brigitta.
What
are you saying? What does you possibly gain from hanging around me? Well then, fine. Since it's you. Aww.
Speaking of...
You mentioned earlier that your true aim's for the throne. I thought it was a clumsy lie. Does it bring to mind a certain someone for me? After a king is crowned, it would be nigh impossible to put another on the throne. However, if my suspicions are correct, none could deny the claim.
That's why...
If you're willing to throw yourself into battle for that cause, then I shall support you all the same.
Yes.
If you will like to come, then come. Aww. Well, when I'm around you, much to my surprise, I find that even I still have a beating heart. So come if you wish. Yes, indeed. I returned to Grand Trad and Brigitta's Gauntlet Runner and headed back to the inn.
Time
bit of
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
A little bit of mag to top off. A little bit of mag just to top off. Okay, we've got Flames Day, so now we are going to go check the merchant again.
Well met, eh?
Oh, whoops. I should be using my thing. I wasn't even trying to sprint, but it just started to sprint. Okay, come on, baby. Gentle ferryman, I'd like to go to the merchant's bazaar really quickly. Katharina, ooh boy. There are so many options that need to be picked through this mag guide. Oh, come on. Oh, don't sprint. Repeat. Slide slowly. Proceeds to sprint.
Hey.
Okay, we're at Nuris on this guide. Jesus, trying to multi-hand this has not gone well. Hello. What's your plans for the day? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to blow off steam. Oh, right. On the matter of my inheritance. It seems my father's merchant friend reached out to Lord Hydron. Yep, we talked about it. I'd like to go to the Grand Cathedral to negotiate. If you have time, will you accompany me, Kane? Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Right then, let's make to the royal capital. I hope it turns out for the best. Rank 7. Oh, finally found it. I've been informed about the land. This is the conversation could have been far less roundabout if you had informed me of your assets. What are these documents? The contract, lad. You seemed rather hurried, so I wasted no time preparing it. With but a signature, you become a landowner.
Worry not.
This is the countryside land, yes, but the price is a rare bargain. The owner forfeited it after losing his fortunes on a gamble.
I see.
There was an owner. Then I was right to presume this land still has tenants? Yes. Quite a few. They're yours to command. Vacate them, employ them. The choice is yours. Your property, your people. A bargain, wouldn't you say? The total acreage is a bit smaller than Halia. Minor details. This land is readily available, and that alone makes it valuable. There's even an estate manor you can claim at your convenience.
No.
It matters, actually. Something's off. Something seems off about this.
Yeah.
Right. If there was already residents there, I'll be introducing conflict by moving the Hallians on top of them. Needless to say, this land won't let me realize my vision. Why do you concern yourself with the squatters? If they're of no use to you, push them out of sight and out of mind. It hardly deserves the title without land to govern. You would reject this contract knowing that. Stick to your ideals.
Stroll.
Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
You.
Yep. Hold on. Yes? Your supper's ready. Oh, okay. I'll get up in just a second. Okay. Give me a second. Supper is finished. I need to quickly grab my plate. Be right back. Forgive the jitteriness. I'm back. I've got my food now. Some tortillas and some homemade macaroni and cheese. You remember my parents saying?
Apologies.
I do apologize, Lord Hadrian. But I can't in good conscience sign this contract. Oh, yeah, Stroll! Do it! Destroy the deed! Do you know what a refusal would do to my reputation? As a noble, you must know that this will have ramifications.
Yeah.
All the land in the world does not make a lord unless he shoulders the responsibilities of protecting its people. To hell with nobles who can't recognize that. Oh, geez, sorry. Cheese got stuck on my tongue and I started talking differently. All the land in the world does not make a lord unless he shoulders the responsibilities of protecting its people. To hell with nobles who don't recognize that. In fact, I'd like to make a counter-offer. I will buy 100 of your vacant houses here in the capital. 100? Pick it or not, residence does not come cheap in the capital. Your ilk could never afford them. I've already verified the going market rate. My ilk has more than enough to cover the costs. God, I love you, Stroll! You're surprised. I looked into it while you were helping me make inquiries. Clever.
Right.
That was a clever move, Stroll.
No, then.
I know I'm just a countryside noble. You wouldn't dream of overcharging me, would you? You realize certainly have ramifications. You must be familiar with my compatriot by now, yes? Indeed, your reputation would surely suffer were it to come to light you were trying to scam us. Surely. You aren't threatening me, boy. Boy! Of course not. I've simply made a competitive offer for your vacant houses you could not seem to find a buyer for. You stand to profit, really. Just the idiocy I'd expect from the son of a backwater lord who could not even flee correctly. You sacrificed your house in the name of sheltering peasants. You may as well toss the money down the latrine. It insults the entire aristocracy, and you'll live to regret it.
Fine.
You're the one who will live to be sorry. This country will change, and corrupt nobles like you are at the cusp of extinction. Oh, damn, Stroll! My parents, who risked their lives to protect their people, are the real nobles, and my heroes. Oh, Stroll!
Now then.
Now, Lord Hadrian, shall we put ink to parchment? God, I love cornering people who think they're smart.
What the?
You did what? God damn it, Master, we wanted you to have a house. Young Master, you used your inheritance to purchase houses for us in the capital? Oh, sorry. Old man voice turned into shrilly voice. Your generosity for us goes too far. Be at ease, old friend. I'm just being stubborn, perhaps even selfish. The more I pondered what I should do, the less clear the answer became. When I asked myself what I truly wanted, I knew without a doubt. I wanted to see your smiles again. The ones I remember from simpler times. I wanted those smiles to come naturally. Aww. A nobleman is the shield in his people's hands, durable enough to protect them, but light enough to carry. Else what value does he have? Another gem of my parents' wisdom. And I'm sorry, though. I know you wanted House Halateus to rise again.
But that's...
No. No. You have shown us a way to live with more pride than any fortune or glory could impart. Normal lives! It has been my life's greatest honor, greater than any words could express, to have served such a dignified family.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry to have left you languishing for so long. From here on, I hope happier times win the day.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leo. Pardon. Lord Stroll.
Thank you.
It is with our utmost gratitude that we accept these... accommodations. I'm switching up my old man voice a little too much. Hold on. Allow me to honor the gathering Hallians, other refugees. Let's begin our lives anew, dreaming of one day we will unfurl the banner of House Halateus to serve its new lord proudly.
Yeah.
Rangif, everyone, I thank you. Once my journey is over, I'll be back. Damn, Stroll! Thanks to you as well, Kane. I couldn't have made it through without you. I've done nothing. It was all you. It was all your determination that saw us through, Stroll. You are a genuine friend. You know that? God damn it, the fucking connections in this game are too good. I love them. Stroll, you get a hug. Oh, wait, I know.
You know?
I didn't choose to help these people out of some sense of noble obligation. It's far more simple than that. If I have the power to save someone, then I will. As straightforward as it can be. When someone needs a helping hand, I'll be there to extend it. Your sincerity made me realize that about myself.
Yeah.
I would wager my parents were much the same. I think living my life with that in mind is what they'd expect of me. I can sense Stroll's intense determination. It's like nothing I've felt before.
He.
The proud noble Stroll, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within me.
A new power.
bear this new power, foster its connection, and by thy strength, fulfill thy destiny.
I've got it, Father.
Warrior archetype elite. The party may now summon the samurai. You may now study the samurai in academia. Try seeking what new power awaits you.
Well,
I should visit my parents' grave. I think I owe them an apology for failing to rebuild our house with their inheritance. I'm so glad you found refuge here in the capital, Rangif. You even found a merchant my father knew as well.
That's...
Your father would tell us all the time. Your father would tell us all the time. If there was ever an emergency, we should gather at the capital.
Huh?
In Grand Shrad. That's... Huh. You don't mind. Before we return, shall we tour our new accommodations? Stroll's success has earned me more support from the people of Halia. Back to Brilhaven Tower. And now, debate 3.
What do you want to do?
Electric Boogaloo.
Oi! Oi!
Hey, let's stop, please. Thank you, Perryman.
What is it?
Man, this homemade mac and cheese is not good for my diabetes, but it is delicious.
Beg pardon? Say it.
And our last candidate, I think, in Brilhaven that we go up against. I think.
Listen all!
Rudolph!
King!
Give me just a moment to at least finish the macaroni and cheese, and then we shall engage in a nice debate. And then I will probably eat some Tostitos. Oh. I hope the mic isn't picking up on my chewing, actually. Seems like it's picking up a little, but hopefully not audibly. Not chewing too loud. Ooh. I need more drink after this too. Dang. Good thing I have another bottle of water nearby. Oh. Okay. I can eat the Tostitos in a minute. I will become king and create a military state for Roussant. By Roussant.
I see.
I suddenly decided to add a accenting, and I think it is very appropriate for Mr. Rudolph. Oh, wait, I almost went German. I think Germanic should probably be okay, but let's not make German joke. or Russian joke, actually. I'm scared of going Russian. Enter debate here. Eloquence and imagination increase. Might get some donations. Let's try. Ooh. Oh my god, this chicken wrap is amazing. Sorry, that's another homemade new thing that we just made. Holy crap, that's really good. Oh, let me actually clear my mouth. I should not have taken a bite of that before the debate. It makes me want to eat it all the way to the finish. Sorry about that. Are you not that elder who turned in the Sanctorus? Just as I'd expect from a lesser tribe. Of course you call us lesser tribes. A frontal siege was beyond you, so instead you opt for an uncouth tactics of a rear assault. Your juvenile tricks will have no effect as someone as experienced as I. I will eliminate you, here and now.
Listen all!
My good people, the dream of a united kingdom has failed. When I am king, our lands will be reborn under a proven military leadership of the Roussant. What has the United Kingdom actually done for you? Forcing the tribes together has only spurred further skirmishes in tension. I'm sorry, I ate a soda before coming up to the stand. I'm sorry, I ate soda. Drink soda, you dumbass! Furthermore, the throne and the other key positions have been strangled by the Clamard's nepotism. It is time for the Result to claim their pride and independence to reclaim their pride and independence is at hand. Hear, hear! The Result embody strength! Result represent the very best! The land of the Result? Surely, yes. Where does that leave the rest of us? Like Rudolph is playing to the fanatics among the Result. How should I appeal to them? Bunk on the head. The tribes must stand together.
Here's what I would do.
We cannot let tribal differences define us. I envision a world where everyone stands as one.
How dare you!
What? Nothing but idealistic platitudes. You're too young to lead if you can't see that. He's right. How the hell could anyone make it so everyone helps each other and whatever is all that about? People are free to dream as they please, but I find the boys' dream more appealing than Rudolph's. Hell yeah! Impossible! I refuse to be humbled by an inferior tribe! And suck a dick. Oh, this rap is so good. What a great debate. You ran circles around the guy. You should have let the sawdust grow for a minute. I'm gonna eat this nice wrap. This is very good. Give me that money.
All right.
Oh, Choke, this is really good. But listening to the turns, we return where everyone else was waiting. Break 38, baby!
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh shoot, did I not check the accessories?
Speaking of...
I didn't check the accessory that day. Dang it! Lament, huh? We already accepted the request for that. We'll deal with it later. Also, we need some good tacos. Finally Forgiveness Day! Oh shit. Wait.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Okay. Should I have saved my money for today? I should have saved my money for today. Did I buy everything at the markets that I needed? Actually.
What is it?
Young man. Stay there.
With that,
There's Milo up there, but I don't want to deal with Milo.
Stay there.
Milo, no.
Hey, mister.
Actually, with this thing.
Well,
Yep. It's Forgiveness Day. Wouldn't give me a discount. If I was gonna say if it gave me a discount on this item, I was actually gonna be very sad. I could have saved some money on it. But you know what? 30% off. Hell yeah. That's like actually amazing. Ooh. You know what? Let me just... Oh, I've already sold all my junk recently. Another uniform. Oh, shit. I'm hiccuping a bit. Okay, let me see. I used a bit of revival medicine the other time. I want to at least have like 15 of that on hand. I'll get some vitamin relaxant for paralysis for out-of-combat healing. And with a 30% discount... Oh my god, I could actually get a significant amount. You know what? Fudge it. We're doing it. We're getting all the Great Fairy Dust we need. Group heals for everyone. Thank you, merchants. Merchants will be great. And for single target healing... Let's get like 30 of these. Okay, perfection. Plenty of fucking good shit. Nice. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hold on.
What now?
The next one on the list is Barden. Why must Barden be so down bad on this list? There we go. Okay.
All right, then.
Let me double check and make sure. there's like anything else item-wise I can think of.
We've a set.
Mother of discount! Holy crap, that's 50%! Holy crap! I was shipping on buying those items on Idles Day. I'm gonna hope that Forgiveness Day also gives a fucking increase on this. Gives a little increase. Fudge it. I can gather the mag more quickly in the overworld when we get to the dungeons. I wanna buy this at discount. Fucking 50% discount. Hell yes, I'm buying this shit. And it prevents paralysis. Give that to Hulkenberg. Healing cubic. Let's give that to Stroll. Oh, wait. Against Strike. That would actually be good for Heisme to have. Because if I'm remembering correctly, and I am going to guarantee this. Nope, nope. It's Slash. Okay, Gunner is weak to Slash, not Strike. Which one was weak to Strike? Merchant is weak to Strike. Okay, that is still good, though, because Heisme does need to level up Merchant. Why is this so good?
This is a...
Give me that. Give discount. Damn. I'm already... that's so good. Do I... You know what? Yeah. I don't think we find a better bow for a little bit. I know Heisme is going to go Gunner at some point soon. Okay. Oh, shoot. Screen went blank. Hold on. Let me just re-unlock my guide here as I quickly eat this delicious food. Oh. What day are we on? 27th? Oh my god, reset all the way to the beginning. Oh great, I gotta find the 27th of the 7th. Just a little quick. And now we can spend time with Barton. Home. Yeah, no, that was absolutely amazing.
Let's go.
Oh, right. Pantry.
You're not serious.
Pantry and restroom trip. Yeah.
Well then.
Get that wishy-washy on. Ooh. Rock beans and gauntlet shrooms. Okay.
Where to?
Disembark.
So that's what it's come to.
What? Oh, right.
You think I'll forget this, do ya?
Hey, mister. Stop that at once.
Never, lady.
All right then.
I'm gonna check another area.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon. I won't be forgiving that anytime
Hey, mister.
Oh, yep, right here. Golden Beetle. Yeah. Oh, hey, a fairy. Another fairy. Well, hello there.
What?
Wow, I wasn't expecting to run into a fairy of Martira of all places. Neither was I. I just love the humidity. No one else will come near me, though. That said, the air here is getting really quite nasty as of lately. It's like giving me the most massive headache. Finally cleared up now. Just nice and muggly. So it's back to nice and muggy. Don't think I'll stick around, though. See you later. Huh. Wow, I hardly got a word in edgewise. Okay. But from this point... Oh! Put bounties on the rich, lead the collection to Catherine, the nation's greatest bounty hunter.
What?
I'm just incredulous. Aha. I won't be forgiving that anytime soon.
What should I do?
Yeah. So with Barden... Excuse me. Ooh. After... moving a bit...
Hang on.
He goes up here to the State's house, actually. Give me that magla. Ooh, thank God. That actually gave me a decent bit of mag back. I had like 200 in my name. That was well worth it.
I'm out of ideas.
You've come.
Oh, you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you're well. Oh, the man's here's my aid of sorts. He's accompanying me, see? I'm gonna listen all the help I can. I just finished my rounds around town. If you have time to spare, we could talk.
Thank you.
Thanks. I've got so much to tell you, which is only natural when there's so many bothers about the place.
My apologies.
Ah, make yourself comfortable. Let's see. I've asked for some refreshments, but that'll take some time. It's a bit of heaving at the moment. This place is the city's... Ooh, excuse me. Government's ambassador's office. But it's a bit luxurious for the likes of me, isn't it? I'm not used to that. Ah, sorry. For all the noise outside, we're trying some things to build and strengthen our town security, you see. Holy crap. I think the hand wraps are getting to me quicker than the expected hiccup rate.
Don't you worry.
That whole mess with Lady Joanna was a right nightmare. I won't chase the faintest whiff of that kind of thing happening again. No chance.
Yeah.
I wish you all the success with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yep, I did give the right choice. I don't mind don't aim on letting tragedy repeat itself.
And then?
Too many good folk here have lost loved ones. We've got to straighten this place out. Make it as peaceful so people can smile and laugh easy again.
Got to say,
Now that I'm governor, it falls to me to take care of everyone who's disrupting that peace. But I'm sorry now. Didn't mean to start rambling about these serious matters. What kind of host lays his burdens on his guest? I'll have some real eats whipped up for you. We must fill our bellies and... We must fill your belly and celebrate the newly secured town. You're such a good guy.
Don't worry your head.
Thanks to you, all the weans are playing outside again. Blessing us all with them bonny voices of theirs.
That's right.
I never took a liking to being called governor, and I still don't. The only thing I care about is protecting the weans and all the townspeople. The job suits you.
I see.
You seem to fill the governor's clogs just fine. You could be well right about that one.
It was so long ago.
And you know something? I once had a wife and child myself. It was back when monsters were tearing up Martira from top to bottom. The town was in shambles. A hunting team was formed to destroy the monster's nest. The mission was a long one, and what I was supposed to do, just go home. I was captain for goodness sake, so I stayed. When I finally came home, no one was there. Man. My family, I guess they got sick of waiting for me. They just left. I never knew how cold that house could be until they were gone. And then came the incident with Lady Joanna. So many weans started going missing. I didn't know what to do. I was useless. First I lost my own child. Then I couldn't protect any of the others. Wish I could have been the one to disappear instead of them. I understand. You aren't to blame. You can protect them now.
No.
But you can protect them now. can't you?
Aye.
Aye, you're right. Moping about won't change the past. I can do much more now than I could back then.
Leave it in my hands.
I won't let the Wayans ever live in fear again. That's my oath as governor. I consider us comrades, you know. Seeing as you're aiming for the throne, we both strive for a better world. I can't keep the truth from Barden when he shows such sincere trust in me. I explained to him that I entered not to take the throne, but to raise someone else who could forge a better future for our country.
What?
What? First the scheming with eyes, mate. Now this? You play the long game, the lot of you. But, thank you. You could have easily stayed silent about it, yet you confided in me because you trust me, yes?
So that's how it is.
I should do the same. I'll support you and any who envisions the same future as you do. I can feel Barton's resolve as governor and his deep faith in me. Oh, man. So, don't make me cry, man. The Honorable Guardsman Barton, keeper and inheritor of the Commander's virtues.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
I shall lay down my very life for the town.
Commander Archetype Adept, you may now study the General. Increase the inheritance skill slots of the Commander lineage to 2 with Scion skill. The General can now be studied in academia. New power awaits you. More skills can now be inherited. But I tell you, the children find me right frightening. I get scared if I say hello. Just the other day, I smiled at a proper newborn who started crying like he was on fire. Jeez. To think one of the governor's duties is to be, well, friendly with the townsfolk. But you needn't worry. We'll protect the town you worked so hard to save.
That's that.
It's been nice to talk about this talk about the town with you today. I hope we can do it again, and I pray for your safety. I gotta say, I like doing a voice for Barden. It feels nice. Oh. Damn that Barden. It's disgusting watching him play hero. He's a bloody resort, fit for guarding the town and not else. Someone like him governing is beyond the pale. It should have been me continuing to guide us as the rightful leader, yet somehow the masses are cheering for Barden. But I plan to deal with it. Let us discuss the details inside. Great, conspirators, because we couldn't just have a happy fucking town, could we? I decided to return to the group. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing of politics, ain't it? No one's ever just gonna be happy. Back to the tavern. And the last run of... As I turned out, I was wrong with Rudolph. It turns out Milo is our final jousty in the debate department. I should have actually seen this coming with him being there earlier today. Or the other day. Yay, Milo. I get to debate Mr. Pretty Boy, who thinks that everything should be dominated by beauty and standards that are stupid. Young man, young man. Oh, get up on the podium. I want to get up here.
In such an
My dream is a beautiful country led by a beautiful king.
I see.
I see. That's what they're basing their campaign on. No. Hey, why don't you debate this candidate? Yeah, let's just get it over with. I get some donations. Let's do it. And then we go on a trip in our favorite gauntlet ship, zooming through the storms and forests all born. Or land, ah, damn it. I tried to be funny. It's not that I failed. It's that I failed to rhyme. To the elder who offered up the sanctuaries on a platter. A bloody end to a holy woman. Now classic. I've heard you've been parading around trying to be a people pleaser. Where's the beauty in that? Shall I let you join my retinue so you can see the world through true beauty? Allow me to give you a crash course.
Just imagine.
Everyone, listen not to the empty words and ideals, but what your eyes have been telling you. Beauty is the world's most precious commodity. Even the mightiest soldiers and politicians bow in the presence of true beauty. So shouldn't it follow that the most beautiful among us be displayed on the throne?
In such an exquisite world.
Once I am king, I will expel all that is unattractive and repugnant. I will create a radiant nation of only beautiful things. Ooh, I love you, Lord Milo. Beauty is justice. Oh, God. I can't do that kind of female, like, gawking. What the bloody narcissist on about? What's this bloody... Milo's playing to the group of die-hard followers. How should I appeal to them? Shoot Milo in the face. Bang! No, I'm kidding. Putting a gun directly to his head. Beauty is deeper than our skin.
No.
You only speak of the most superficial kind of beauty, but there is true beauty within all people.
Hmm?
You dare question my understanding of beauty? Though I must admit I saw something in you, despite your utterly mundane aesthetics. So is it just me, or is Milo less handsome when he panics? Huh. I get what Kane is talking about. The hero kings didn't become legends because of their looks. It appears the crowd lacks the sophistication needed to appreciate my style. No, they're just not idiots. They're just not idiots. You did awesome. He had Milo on his toes. No, I threw him off his game. There's a difference, Gallica. There is a difference to throwing him off his game and throwing him onto his toes in a actual, like, heated debate. Whew. There is a little bit of a difference in that. Oh, that was a bubble that was flying by earlier that I saw. I saw a weird light effect on the screen and I thought, oh god, what was that? And it was just a bubble from Brylehaven. Okay. Ah, gosh. I'm itchy.
With caution.
Okay, hear a voice.
Yeah.
No putting this off. I must steel myself. Ah, oh, damn it. I'd love to hang out with Stroll and get his thing finished. But it is time, babies. It is time to go to the Gauntlet Runner. And again, just taking the extra time because the achievement of sword riding. Yay! Okay. So, our planned route is to go to the tower. But first... Oh, that's not the gate with our runner. The gate with our runner is this way! The first thing is we will plan our route. Okay, we're going to test a few things. So first...
Alright.
Oh, wait. It's not Idol's Day.
Well then.
Staying hygienic. Feeling hygienic. Got it. Got it good. Okay. Give me that bidoo meat and all those things that are sweet. Okay. So.
Everyone is here.
We're gonna route our map. Technically it's saying to do it piece by piece, but I have a plan. So we are going to end up in the Tower of the Forsaken, if I'm remembering correctly. We're going to go here, then up to the tower. Because I remember fighting this runner and Katharina. Okay, so.
Certainly.
The Tower with task fleeing monsters, is it not? Well, a place far removed from civilization, eh?
Keep your wits about you.
The further from the city, the greater the danger. We ought to be prepared.
Yeah, but...
Here, the weather seems pretty bad here today. Might hit delays. Might get there as a fortune soul. Camp twice before we get there. So, need night before tomorrow? Let's go.
Which way should we go?
Which route? Now multiple routes. Here we go. So we are going to the Lament, then we're going to the woods, then we are going to this campsite, and then here. So, we're going to do a little funny bunny. So, we're going to go this way. And I'm going to test something. This guy didn't technically know a detail that you could do. And I am going to attempt to use that detail that I found out later. Oh, you hear a voice. Hulkenberg? Yeah! Hulkenberg! Hulkenberg rank 6. Okay. I've already got the pantry and everything. We're going to see if I can cook a new recipe. I cannot remember if there is a new one that we should have at this point. We did not get lucky enough to get, like, any giant rib or, gel dust or anything like that from the pantry, which I bet those are monster drops, honestly, so it probably couldn't. So, no new items since we cooked up the corny stew the other day. But, in the pursuit of creating items that would benefit us, I will make a few of these. We're just gonna skip the cook with speed cooking and just get the items because I want to. Okay. Now, we're gonna hang out with Hulkenberg. Right? Hulkenberg and then Heisme in the evening. Okay. So, luckily, Hulkenberg. Ah, dang it. I forgot. I was on Barden just a moment ago, not Stroll. I was thinking back earlier, so... Oh, that's party member we don't have yet, which I will not spoil. There we go. Hulkenberg... Rank 6. Okay. Now, the other reason why I'm using this guide, there's a lot of travel-related ones where you are required to be on the Gauntlet Runner to do these. Pathing these out is essential. Okay. Cook the stew if we had it. Okay, Hulkenberg.
Ah, 'tis you.
Have you not decided our plans for the day? Even knowing we mustn't let our guard down, a breather might do us some good. I apologize for being so absorbed in personal thoughts as of time like this. I'd like to talk about them if you would lend an ear. I'm glad to listen.
I thank you.
Thank you. Truth, I feel like I've come to a decision. Yes, Hulkenberg.
And then...
Recall we talked about my one-time compatriot Rodanth. I decided to challenge the Knight Commander to a duel. I seek only to correct him, but I know he is not a man easily persuaded by words alone.
'Tis settled.
We are warriors. As such, it is only through battle that he will be shown the errors of his ways. That's quite a bold move.
Yes.
Certainly. I'd realized that anything more underhanded would surely backfire. I could not have ended any other way, really. To that end, any knight who prizes their honor would never risk the shame of refusing a challenge, and that my would-be opponent is the Knight Commander himself. Were I to throw down the gauntlet in public, he would scarcely deny me.
Say.
Do you recall the broken swords the other day? It sparked a realization. This is a problem only blades can solve.
And so?
And indeed, in the tally of all the previous bouts, we stand even. I would see a fine opportunity to settle things once and for all. You got this. I know you can win this, Hulkenberg.
I thank you.
We still have our mission to complete. Rest assured, I cannot lose. I will accept no less than victory. And besides, I would do a Rodanth for the people, yes, but even more so, I would take measure of myself. He is single-minded as much as he was then. Once he's decided on rising to the knighthood's peak, so indeed he did, by whatever means necessary. All while I eschewed familial honor in pursuit of knightly calling. And when I was lost to me, I sought the prince. My shifting purpose has weakened my path beneath the path beneath my feet. I have been long mortified as the truant I saw in the mirror, and long did that feeling fester in my heart. But no longer do I stand ashamed. My path, however serpentine, has led me to you all, and to the woman I am today.
If so...
A lack of doubt does not make one strong, nor does it make one right. It shall face him headlong, surpass him in ability, and right his ways. I know you can do it. I know you can do it, Hulkenberg. Indeed, I am not the woman I was, and as proof thereof, 'tis only right that my foe should be Rodanth.
Say.
I have a request. I want you to be my witness for the duel. I don't mind. What would I do, if only to witness your victory?
Certainly.
I accept, so I can witness the rightful victor. Of course. With you to bear witness, I somehow feel like I cannot lose. But the duel must be fair in all things. No matter what happens, I ask for your impartiality. I can sense Hulkenberg's strong resolve and extraordinary trust.
Witness my struggle and I shall
Priest skill inheritance slots of the Knight lineage to 3 and Battle Hypnosis. She will gain normal rate in Reserve. When we unlock Reserve, shall I propose the duel to Regan in the day to come? Call upon me when it is convenient for you. In the meantime, I have many preparations to make. 'Tis a hungry business, all this thinking. Fortunately, I have just the thing. My prize catch of tender fermented meat. You would be hard-pressed to find meat this soft, pungent, and ripened anywhere else. Here, as a token of thanks, take some. I insist. I declined Hulkenberg's offer as politely as I could, and we made our way back to the others. A little bit more mag. Oh! Oi! A monster of the most particular eye color changing eyes is clinging on the deck? Oh, dang. We got a random monster encounter on this road? Better get rid of it fast. That's actually kind of perfect, because that...
Would you mind not just barging in on us?
Let's give you a try.
Let's give you a try, eh? Explosions!
I'll use this.
What's your weakness?
I can't afford to hold back. This calls for one of these.
Keep it up, Stroll.
Sorry.
Give me that mag, baby.
Everyone, let justice prevail.
Splendid. I was saving this.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Could do with this.
Come forth, royal soul.
Give me that depth, baby.
Oh, power of
And burn him in fire.
more of them.
Perfect.
How many are there?
Oh.
Let's clean up this mess.
Electricity is
Vesps.
no good against them. That's the last thing we need.
Oh, don't worry. That's not what I'm worried about. Hit him with Fire
Allow
Fang.
me to use this.
Four left.
I can't afford to
Don't
hold
let up.
back. Let's try this. Not done yet.
Oh my god, I get the max benefit of this. Oh, that was brilliant. Okay, everyone. So,
Let's blow them away.
I will just eliminate them all with attack items. Bam, bada bang! Addison summon unscathed victory with 4 uses of debt collection. Oh, that sweet Magla, baby. That is a satisfying number. And I have no more fights for the day. Or no more fights on that minimal MP.
A small settlement located
Which is perfect.
north of Brylehaven lies ahead.
And a
The
little bit
industry
extra
that once
cash.
thrived here fell into decline. And
Okay.
now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Okay.
Giving it some thought?
Make a quick detour? Yes, we need to stop here for a few things. Inundo.
Just a moment.
Oi, what's the meaning of this? Oh, sorry. Oi, Oi, oh, let me hear.
Just a moment.
Just a moment. Just a moment. Oi, what's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. The villagers around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while others remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. Shoot, I sounded like Dracula. The villagers around here are all the same. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. What a shame. It was my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. That's alright. I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey,
It's a bit small, but it looks like they set up a stall here. Want to talk to them?
reminds me.
By the way, aren't you here to buy a toothbrush of Hygienia? Let's see if they have that. First things first, the mission for the item. I could buy Mellow Milk. Hell's Bath Bomb would be nice. I can always come back and get more Hell's Bath Bomb, but these will become mundane and useless if I don't take them now. And I can... Oh, did I buy a Blaze Igniter, or did I get that by chance? Because I don't remember purchasing that. 6,000 for the Venom Ward? You're telling me the gold tier item that's really good, you're just gonna say no? Ah, damn. If I hadn't bought some of those items on Max Need at their higher prices, it probably would have been better. But is there anything I could just... No! I'm not selling that! As much as I should equip the Discerning Abacus, actually. Because I'm gonna wind up needing it. You know what? Sell those Beast Fangs. Ha! I can buy them all! I'm broke!
Alright.
Let's continue. Yeah, let's keep traveling. Okay.
As the sky turns the same muddy color.
I'm glad I got so many of those Beast Fang katanas. I only needed one. Oh, whoops. Skip the dialogue. Okay, we got Stormy. So...
Alright then.
It's time to spend it with Heisme. Okay. First... Let's scream at how obliviously broke I am. Ah! Okay. Holistic Whitefish Platter. Restores HP to all allies to max, huh? Damn. We gonna need that eventually. Gain immunity on the field. That's not actually interesting. Odd that these are both technically the same effect. Okay, I won't do anything then. I was wanting to see if it was worth cooking something else initially. Let's talk to Heisme.
Ah, it's you.
We should be going for his rank 5. Why, hello there. With all this time to spend in the battle, it's good to rest our wings every once in a while, eh? If you're free, I might have a moment of your time. I might have a moment of your time. I'd like to clear up a misunderstanding. I'd like to tell me of the village. Hello. Then let us speak over a drink. I'll serve you something assuming you prefer a drink more tame than my usuals. Yeah, I can't drink alcohol. I'm 18. What happened back in my hometown? You should know it wasn't Todari's fault, even if he's the village leader. The villagers have always ostracized others like that, even when I was there. That is not their leader's fault. Is that why you left?
Because...
Is that the reason you left the village?
Yes.
Yes, there was an incident. One final push I could not take.
No?
Most other tribes hold little love for the Ujif, but in my youth we lived near 2 settlements of mixed people. We traded, traveled, relations were good. Until one day conflict arose between the 2 settlements themselves. They began to feud, and both sides asked that our village side with them over the other. They wanted a decision from us. We were asked to choose who was friend and who was foe.
However,
Yet the village put off the decision. They took no sides, and sought to appease both settlements. While we stayed the course of our hesitancy, the dispute was resolved. What happened to them?
hold on.
What ended up happening to your village?
and then...
The village lost its trust of both sides. They cut off all their trade. We were suddenly left impoverished. It called us Ujif inscrutable, unknowable, and their prejudice only escalated. It even led to some violence, and yet... The village tried to justify their predicament by saying there was nothing we could have done. They took no action to escape poverty and isolation beyond their bitter lamentations. That, more than anything, disgusted me beyond words. So I abandoned the village and ventured out to become a knight of the cities. But Tadari remained to take a stand. While I simply ran away, he took a role of leadership, determined to bring honorable change to our village. Wow, that suddenly changed. There's nobility in that. There's a nobility in that. He sounds like a good leader.
Yes.
Yes, no ordinary person could have done what he did. He chose to carry the entire village on his back. And yet, as we've seen, the village is still a long way from the change he strove for. Gosh dang, can't hold it. The villagers are rigid in their mindset. They hope to maintain little control they have by excluding and blaming strangers.
Oh.
All the backbiting, and even the theft of the urn, all born of this clinging separation, this xenophobic nest. I pity them. I can't help but pity them. A fair enough assessment. In some ways, they've entrapped themselves. But you know, when I'd returned there, a thought struck me. I suddenly knew I would like to let my son sleep on that hill, where the sweet wind blows, that they may run free wherever he cannot. And yet, perhaps the reason I'm so attached to my village is because I am the same as them at heart. It was my indecisiveness that cost me my son, and my knighthood besides. This burial is no different. To think I waxed on about it being time to face his death. An excuse, nothing more. An excuse to run away from yet another decision. It's alright to hesitate, no one could condemn you.
No.
There's nothing wrong with hesitating. But now my son is the one paying for my wretched hesitation. And see what has become of him. How could I call myself a father? Regret alone won't solve this. If you want to solve this, you'll need more than despair. No, I refuse to let it end here.
Right.
If hesitation is in my nature, then so too do I hesitate to let go. Perhaps it is simply who I am. Cain, I have a confession to make. When the urn was stolen, somewhere in the back of my mind, I felt relief. Because I did not have to see it anymore. I'd no longer be reminded of his death, his heartbreaking absence. I do not want to think of it. I do not want to face it. How could I, when every reminder shatters me? That is why I put off the burial longer and ever longer. But I must change. I would show my boy that I am a father worth his love, not his shame.
Surely.
And so too, I would prove this to you. You who placed your trust in me. I can feel Highsme's fatherly determination and his deep trust in me. Aww. Highsme!
My son, come back to me.
Thief's Veneration. Significantly reduced the man cost of studying the thief's lineage, and while in reserve, the amount of experience Highsme gains has increased.
I'm sorry.
I will soon depart for the village that took my son's remains. My apologies for all of you've been made to endure. I'm coming with you. Don't shoulder it alone. Of course I'm coming with you.
Thank you.
I thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I thank you. Let's head to the village together at a later date. Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Daybreak. Metals Day.
What to pick?
Oh, we didn't get invaded at the night. Okay, we've got a book to read. Okay. Given the time, I could go longer, and I would like to have done more than what I did, but I do not want to push it much later, because I do have hygienics and other stuff that I need to do for myself, and I've got my preferences and other things that I do need to focus on outside of this that require a little bit of dedication. So I'm going to get us to the tomb, which will be our next little thing. The bookshelf is lined with interesting books. Speaking of books, Julian forced his on me. I'll stick it on the shelf for now. Oh. No. Wrong book. I need to read The Future of Magic. Julius' treatise on building a sustainable future with magic. He does have a way with words. I haven't started reading it yet. He's obnoxious, but he knows a thing or two, so maybe we'll learn something. It's like a complicated book, so let's get comfy by the window before we dive in. Gain more wisdom. We'll do this.
What's that?
Sustainable magic living. What's he getting at? Anyway, the first chapter is called Thinking About the Fuel in the Magical World. The Magical Future. Ah, there we go. My neck needed to pop, apparently. All things considered, our world is still primitive, foolishly relying on wood and fire to warm and feed its people.
Let's see.
This wood we are burning makes smoke, and the smoke pollutes the atmosphere and destroys life beyond our cities. Combustible fuels must be prohibited by law. Wait, how is he actually, like, aware of this level of contamination? And the void left therein is where magic comes in, it says. In other words, he wants to make everything with magic instead of firewood? What do you think? It's a good idea. It won't work for everyone. People come before nature. Well, unfortunately, like, people do tend to, well, it won't work for everyone. I think it might work for some, but certainly not everyone.
Right?
I agree. So few can afford igniters. Banning non-magical fires would pose a lot of immediate logistical problems, yes. Galka and I were on the same page. I feel like I gained some wisdom.
Alright.
And the last little bit.
Well,
people's lives are important, and so is the future, so we should treat both with respect they deserve. Yeah, people before nature would not have been the answer for that. Because eventually nature will come and haunt you if you disrespect it. There's still some left to read. I'll pick it up next time. So each book has 3 reads, so I got 2 more reads.
We could stop for a break.
Ahoy! Break time, chums! There's something up ahead, so I'll be stopping there.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at a spectacular waterfall northwest of Brilehaven, the Peregrine Falls.
Oh, here we go.
Cascading down from the river between the canyons is among the kingdom's finest vistas, thanks in part to the monuments carved into rocky cliffs. Is the rumbling echo simply the water plummeting into the basin below, or the roar of the Mage King?
Peregrine Falls, such a beautiful mosaic. 2 faces in the stone. What could this be? Yet again, it seems we have found ourselves in the most peculiar of places. Something just very visible behind the waterfall's veil. A statue, perhaps? It must be. They look like faces, but why would anyone go through all the trouble of carving something like that behind a waterfall?
Besides,
and aren't those expressions kind of scary? It's like they're dying. Their pained expression makes it look as though they're just moments away from death. It must be difficult to carve the rock in a place like this. I wonder whose face they could be anyways.
Mayhap.
'Tis perhaps the likeness of one of the old hero kings? I believe a legend involving the Mage King is set within this region. I am not to question if you told me this was all created with the Mage King's magic. They say he mastered immensely powerful forces, which he used to protect his people. I cannot help but think it would drive someone to go to such great lengths to carve such a terrifying monument upon these stones. That's a warning.
What's that about?
Maybe they wanted to warn us of something. You may be right. For his power, the Mage King suffered great misfortunes through his final years. Perhaps this serves as a warning to those who would follow him. Power closes as many doors as it opens. Regardless of the intent of which you wield it, you must yet become feared and ostracized. You may yet become feared and ostracized. That's kind of sad when you think about it. When you put it that way, it almost feels like the roar of the waterfall is meant to represent the Mage King's cries of anguish.
Yes.
If that were indeed true, then we best honor these sentiments by etching this place within our memory. We may think about it on more, but 'tis time to return to the runner. After contemplating the Mage King's lament, I feel that my wisdom has grown.
Now then.
And I have peaked. I have become knowledgeable, and now have achieved rank 3 in all my kingly virtues.
Wisdom.
Wisdom 'tis the virtue a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood. A conqueror needs that precise kindling to which a power's passions may be inflamed.
Hello.
All the peculiarities of this waterfall are up for debate. The majesty is not. I made a nice little record of this site. Do take it with you. Dragon's Fall drawing. I'll give this to Maria later. Okay.
Their destination is the Tomb of Lament, found north of Oceania. Interred beneath the earth here lie the victims of a terrible epidemic. It is said the lamentations of the lost echo throughout, disfiguring the somber burial ground into a mass grave for criminals and the kinless. The vindictive spirits conjure restless monsters, and it is here that the Gauntlet Runner comes to an uneasy halt.
Giving it some thought?
Tomb of Lament. This is our initiacy. Let's stop. This is where we were heading.
Now then.
Well, this is the tomb we were looking for, is it not? What is our next course of action?
That...
We defeated the monster in the back and retrieved the Chalice of Legends. They say it's a ghost in there, so do you think that's really it? Think back to the Grand Cathedral. With Zorba and his profane arts, we witnessed specters that could easily bear such a label. It is likely, if not certain, that people have simply mistaken the true nature of this monstrosity. I can understand why people might wish the dead could return, but let's find this thing and put an end to the rumors.
Also...
I've heard that the weapons and ancient treasures being buried in these places, but it's probably off the main path.
No thanks.
Kane, we will follow your lead. Okay. Just a second, I feel something. This feeling, is there something there? It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Nurse is looking for. Let's make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? Okay. And for now, this is where we're going to end things. We're going to do a massive dungeon run set when we next return, which may be in a day or two. But for now, everyone, thank you all for stopping by, having a great night. I am going to take a little rest. I'm going to freshen up myself and get all of the kind of gunk from the day finally off with a nice little bath. I've been needing... Well, not needing... I shouldn't say that excessively. It's not like I don't do hygiene. It's just I've been feeling like I need it today, so I'm going to take a nice long one. But for now, hopefully the relaxation of that will help me, and then I'll just relax and play some World of Warcraft later. So, have a nice night, and as always, everyone, stay dreaming, and don't be afraid. You'll reach your destination, no matter how long it takes. Good night, dreamers.